This video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Little Norton. This map can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game mod hub, and this map is currently available for PC only. Let me read a little bit of the description before we jump in. It says, "Welcome to Little Norton. This is a fictional-based English map. All animals are built into as placeables, full season support with grazing, custom lighting, animated objects. This map includes all FS19 features, over 50 fields, small, medium, large, and large forestry areas, custom transport and field missions." And then he gives credit to Shy Wizard, Lancyboi, and Oxygen David. Description. Go ahead and load on up. I will tell you that this map works just fine with the Straw Harvest Pack and Seasons. There's no issues with loading either of those up. And this map. Go ahead and pull up the log. The map loads up pretty quick. And here we are at our career start point, which is kind of down here in what looks like town at a pub, I guess, the Old Oak, what it's called. Here we are at the Old Oak. Go ahead and take a look at the map. We start up way up here, but our main farm is down here to the south. With that main farm, 4 fields, 38, 39, 40, and 41. Also have a cow pasture available. Fairly large cow pasture at that. This map has our standard crops available to us. Go back here and take a look at the lands. You'll see that our starting farm is $305,000. If you do start this game in Farm Manager or start from scratch and you do not own any farmland and you do not have any starting equipment, so you're going to have to find some other place to start if you want to bankroll some level of starting equipment. $305,000 is going to take into a pretty big chunk of your $500K if you're doing start from scratch. Don't worry too terrible much. There is a pig and horse farm over here, $177,000. Also a sheep farm up here for $147,000, and then a little chicken farm across the street of the main farm for $133,000. And start out with the BGA at just $35,000, and there is the ability to buy the typical non-buyable land at 0 cost. This can be handy if you want to put placeables down around various areas for various reasons, or if you just want to do landscaping right up to the road. Also have some forestry areas down here to the south. 40, 410, 238. So land is kind of expensive here on Little Norton. And take a look here at our sell points. We have 3 sell points that will take most of our standard crops. We have a few sell points that will accept some one-off crops. Custard Factory will take wheat and sugar beets, sugarcane, milk, or eggs. Interesting breed there. Also have specific sell points for potatoes, 2 sell points for sugar beets, spinnery for our cotton and wool. 3 options to sell our eggs, but 1 option as our milk. And we can apparently sell water on the map. We can sell water at the Custard Factory Milk and Water Plant and at the Livestock Market. You have a sell point for silage, hay, straw, and grass outside of BGA. And the garden center will buy our slurry and digestate as well. Kind of interesting. Take a look at our starting vehicle list. You're going to see that things with motors have some amount of operating hours on them. And pretty much everything is in some state of disrepair, either completely down or just in some state of used. Pretty nice. Wow, we don't have any days here. Engine hours do show kind of, at a farm that's been operating and running. You're also going to find that the equipment is dirty on the main farm. We don't get brand new, clean, and ready to go equipment. While we do have cows on the main farm that we start out with, we do not have any animal pens. And here are some of the custom contracts missions. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that starting equipment. We've got the Massey Ferguson 5610 with 82 hours on it. Fiat 1300 DT with 784 hours. We have Fast Track with 28 hours. Massey Ferguson Harvester, 48 hours. A New Holland skid steer with 14 hours. Got a pickup with 38 hours on it. Then we move on to we've got the Farm Tech trailer, 25-foot free flow grain header. Massey Ferguson Harvester. Got the POH 5 plow, the Polymag 300 cultivator, and the Amazon D830 heater. Got the Kuhn fertilize sprayer, got a Farm Tech manure spreader, Kuhn side mower, got a windrower, and the round baler wrapper combo. Have the Flegel bale trailer, and then front loader arms, bucket, got a bale spike for our skid steer, header trailer, weight, and then we get into our placeables. Have the grain silo, deep water tank, and then a doormat for our sleep trigger. Now the description did say that all animals are built into as placeables. You will notice that they are cannot sell them, nor can you buy them. Built into the map. Interesting. We have the sheep water station that we can sell as just a standard water station. There's our doormat that we can buy. Let's go ahead and just tab over to the farm. I got the old Fiat is sitting over here, shrubs and bushes growing up around it. Our pickup is down there at the old Oak Hub. I'll leave that down here. This is the starting farm. As I said earlier, you're going to find that the equipment here has a lot of dirt on it. Got our fuel trigger, manure spreader, a bale trailer, got a grassy meadow over there. Edges do have collisions on the map. That is something to be aware of. I know that will turn some folks off, but it will turn other folks on to a map. Dash our pickup in there. Here is our sleep trigger. And then we can go inside the house too, should we so wish. Living room. Upstairs we've got a bedroom, bathroom. Our shop trigger right here to do our on-farm maintenance, configuration changes, whatnot. Then over here we have the cow pasture. We have our manure, milk, water trigger, and we activate the animal pen extension to just see if the map includes support for the water trough. The fact that this here is in the middle not include support for the water trough built in, as far as making it viable and all. You still use this. Need to replace it. Here we have our food trough. Here we have the straw trigger, slurry, and then we have our buy trigger, delivery trigger here for our cows. BGA off in the distance there. I think I misspoke. Our manure point is right over there. That must be our silage bunker. Yep, there's our chaff trigger. Go back and just see how many cows can this place hold. It is set up for 300 cattle. We own 2 fields on the other side of that pasture. That is kind of the starting farm. What we're going to do now is kind of get set up to do a flyover of the map, where we will then include at the shop and do a little bit of a drive around, check out all of the sell points, and just see what the map looks like, or from a ground level perspective. And we own this field here, that meadow there, then the 2 fields here on the other side of this big grass area for our cows. That's what we own at the start. Have the BGA, fuel trigger, and what's interesting with the BGA is the silage bunkers are across the road, at least from the digester and the digestate trigger and all that. That's going to be a fair bit of cross traffic. And here we've got what looks like, well, construction project. Pretty neat. It's been set up with thoroughfare here. We've got AI traffic is serving the cones. That's pretty neat. Here are the forested areas. Big forest area down here, south side. Our starting farm. Again, there's the little pig, or not the pig, but the chicken area right across the street with a little small field there to I guess support the chickens. Here we have a pig farm and a horse farm. We're going to take a much closer look at all of those during the drive around. And a lot of the sell points are kind of clumped together at various. One of them is down here to the south. This area here is actually set up as a horse dealer only. Kind of a riding area where you can ride trails in the woods with your horses, which is kind of cool. But it's set up as a horse dealer only, as the main animal dealer is over here. Another fuel point here right off the town circle. Animal dealer. A few other buy points. And off in this direction we have the sheep farm. Farmer's right here. This is where we started on the map. Through start point. We'll head back this way to the shop. So, not a super flat map, but it's not super hilly. Kind of gets more hilly up here to the north, and kind of flattens out further toward the south. And here we are at the shop. We have our customize, repair, and sell trigger there. Gonna go inside the shop. Sales office. We have a shop icon. Did see this. This was an interesting thing. I don't know if this trailer is supposed to be tilted up. Got the hydraulic ram positioned up. Supposed to be down. Well, then the ram needs to be moved out of the way. Kind of neat. Got the tractor that's on display here, and then we've got information about the tractor. Pretty cool. Like that little detail. Head on out of the shop and doing a bit of driving. Grain company here. I need to back in to this particular sell point. A lot of traffic on this road, seems. Coming down off the hill, like I said, north part of the map is a bit hillier than the rest. Come on in here to the animal dealer. Little Norton Livestock Auctioneers. Kind of neat detail. Buy trigger for our animals. Slurry and manure. I believe this is a buy point. Garden center is going to be buying our slurry. Going to be, might be to buy it. I don't know. Not at the garden center. Garden center is down here to sell slurry and manure. So this is either another area to sell your slurry and manure, or come up here and buy it. Okay. That it wants to, yep, there we go. So we can buy our manure there. In fact, we could buy slurry there. We had a liquid trailer. Animal trigger. Livestock Market. Livestock Market is set up to buy hay, straw, grass, and silage, as well as, I think that's forage, water, so your forage and water right here. Is the custard area. Talk about kind of what they accept. What they accept: milk, eggs, wheat, a few other crops, sugar beets, sugar cane. Station. Those things that are dumpable. Head on back this way. Got the fuel station there. Supermarket. Sell point. Loading dock. Supermarket is set up to buy eggs only. Lots of lovely folks just walking around, enjoying their day. Hood Farm Trekking Center. And in here we have a buy trigger for horses only. So we have a nice through the woods, off to Grandma's house we go, riding area. Nice little detail there. All that land up there is viable, so you could buy that and clear it of trees if you wanted, or just do whatever. You have the industrial area, if you will. Cozy wool, sweet potato, co-op, sawmill, cement factory, transport company, all kinds of stuff. Here, cozy wool, sweet potato, natural foods, beater prices. Got cool little signs with catchy little lingos. On over here to the co-op. Dump station co-op. Foundations, cement factory, decorative, quality timber. Sawmill, that's a really nice sign. I like that sign. Sawmill sign. Sticking out. Sticking off the building. With our wood chip and log trigger. A little industrial area here. Garden center, and then we'll double back to this road. Garden center is where we're going to sell slurry and manure. And possibly water, right? Garden center is also interested in water. Water, manure, and slurry. A cool little area set up here. Got like discount yard junk. Weed trimmers, all kinds of stuff. Even well, not even a kitchen sink, kind of a garden sink. Down here. This is kind of set up as a AI farm. You could buy this if you wanted to, I suppose, and make use of it. here on the right is going to be our pigs and a horse farm. And it's down here on our left, right? I'm going to say down here on our left, correct. Got the horse area here. We've got the food trough, water trough. Here we have the straw trigger for horses. And we have the horse buy point specifically, and this will hold 8 horses. Up here we've got, of course, the pig farm itself. Got a fuel trigger, slurry point for our pigs there. Machine sheds, storage sheds, manure point. Around the side we have our pig buy delivery point. Set up for 300 pigs. Then we have our water trough and our food trough. Then straw trigger is right over here. That is pig slash horse farm. Right over there, that's our farm. Taking a look at the roads network here. Kind of an arable farm here. If a farmer wants to just do a little bit of arable work. Get on this. Oh, highway. Highway, byway, my way. Get out of my way. No, it's good for you. Traffic seems to move at a pretty good clip. Oh, we're not in America anymore. Get on the wrong side of the road. We have our fuel point. And like I said, we've got our BGA here. And the BGA is set up with bunkers on this side of the road. Kind of an interesting setup. Half trigger there, half trigger there, and the actual functional part of the BGA is over here on this side. We have the digester and then the digestate trigger. That is a lot of On back and forth. I don't think there's any AI traffic on this road, which is probably a good thing. Folks that like to set up belts, going to be having quite an interesting belt setup. Line of cars. Here are the 2 fields that we start out with, 2 of the 4. We're over here and just check out the chicken coop area. Chicken farm, if you will, across the street from the main starting area. And if you play on Farm Manager or Start from Scratch, you don't own any land, nor do you own any vehicles at the start. A very good starting area. I like how he's got not really a defined field, it's just a little field of wheat here to feed the chickens. Egg spawn point. Chicken dealer, 200 chickens. Then we have the food trough. Like we can take this and a road will come around. Drop us off here by the sell point. Then we'll head up north and conclude our tour at the sheep farm. Overall, I think this is a really interesting map. Lots of nice little details here and there. Lots of things that have done a little bit different than we would maybe see on other maps, like the BGA, like these kind of the industrial area down there to the south is pretty cool. Lots of nice little custom signs. Give this whole place kind of a little bit of a life of its own. Grain mill. Lots of traffic. These roads are really busy. Fairly decent variety of field sizes. This area. I guess set up. This is. I guess this is more set up for the arable farmer. Nice 2-car garage. Machine shop there. Storage. Up and around. Farm silo. Dump and fill station. That is pretty neat little setup there for the arable farmer. And that is $102,000 basically. We have our sheep farm, fuel station here, a little bit of storage. Got our wool spawn point right there. That's our wool spawn point. Got our water trough. This is that placeable sheep water trigger. We have our sheep buy point, 250 sheep. And the food trough is across the street. This is set up for sheep to traverse. Busy road, man. Sheep you'd have left. Sheep can traverse over here, and then the food trough is over here on this side. Then up here you've got more buildings for your farm. So guys, that is it. That is Little Norton. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this map? Personally, I think it's kind of an interesting map. Lots of interesting details and aspects that you really haven't seen in several other areas. And well, here we are back where we all started. So until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.